Have you ever met this one person who is so charismatic that you naturally just open up to them? You don't feel like you need to even think when you are next to them. You just spill out everything. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you the one social skill that these people are using. And this social skill is super simple, but extremely powerful. Just to share with you how powerful this is, you can probably get almost anyone on your side basically by just using this one skill. It's that powerful, but it's super simple on the other hand. And if you don't know me, my name is Martin, and I have been studying charisma and communication skills for 4 years straight now. And in today's video, I will share with you this one simple trick on how you can make everyone love you almost immediately. This one skill works on a very simple thesis. Imagine if you would be able to hold conversations for sometimes even 8 hours, and on the other hand, make the other person reveal everything about themselves. This is the skill. Having infinite conversations, but also knowing the other person extremely well. Doesn't that sound like the perfect social skill on the entire planet? And let me show you exactly how this works. This one simple skill is called mirroring the last words that someone else says. And let me exactly tell you why this is so powerful. If you have ever been in a social situation and someone will say to you, dude, yesterday was just super hard. What they want you to do is to ask about yesterday, because that is a hook that they are giving to you. These sentences like, this happened to me, this happened to me, these things are like bait. They are trying to find someone who is great at listening. And everybody does this. Everybody throws you a bait and they are like, please, 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 ask me about this one thing. And those who ask, those will get the best relationships. Not average, not above average, the best. The best conversationalists, the most charismatic people always hook onto this one bait because they understand how conversations work. And this one simple tactic will help you to almost every single time know if that is that bait that people are giving to you or if it is just some random shit that they have just said. That's why the one thing that I want you to do is someone will just say, it can be the most horrible, disgusting shit ever. Whatever they will say, you will just repeat the last 3 or 1 word they have just said. So for example, if someone will say to me, Martin, I have been on a very crazy ride yesterday. What I will say to him, a very tough ride, huh? That is incredibly powerful. And let me show you the 2 reasons why. When you repeat the last 3 words, one last, second, or third combined, that shows to the other person that you have heard what they have just said. Most people, they go on about them. So whenever someone will say that, oh dude, I have had this horrible, rough road trip yesterday. Oh yeah, and I also had a very... Stop making it all about yourself. That is one of the worst things that you can do. Ask about their road trip. Ask what was so rough about that ride. So when someone will say something like this to you, I have been on this amazing trip, I have been on this amazing hike, whatever it is, that is the bait. And you will catch it by just saying, a horrible road trip. And why this is so effective is because first, you are repeating what the other person have just said. This creates this mirroring effect that now you are building a rapport. Now you are literally closer to this person by just repeating the last words they have just said. Second thing, this gives you incredible conversational leverage. Why? Because this is a question at the end. It ends with a question mark. So if you say, a terrible road trip, huh? That signals first that empathy that builds rapport, and second, our human brain is designed to answer even though we don't want to answer. Our brain is just stupid, and we use this simple tactic in our advantage. When we say the last 3 words of theirs, that will make their brain think that we have actually asked a question. But in truth, we have just repeated what they have said. And now they will start to speak more. So just let me give you an example. Dude, I have been on this insane road trip. A insane road trip. Yeah, dude, and suddenly this one huge bear showed up. You see what just happened here? This guy, he just repeated what this guy said. He didn't ask anything new. But this guy started speaking anyway. Why? You have probably heard this millions of times. This probably happened to you thousands, millions of times where you have been speaking to someone. And you just couldn't put your finger on it, why you are speaking so much. And this one person is just, he was just repeating, or she was just repeating the last words that you have said. And then made you think that they have asked a question, but in fact they have just repeated what you have said. And it is so powerful because it does empathy and rapport. It makes the other person talk about themselves. And finally, you will not ever, almost ever, run out of things to say. Because imagine if we have been doing this for a long enough time. Dude, I have been on this amazing or this crazy road trip. This crazy road trip. Yeah, and suddenly this huge bear showed up. Whoa, this huge bear. Tell me what happened. This huge bear started literally attacking our car. Dude, that sounds crazy. He started attacking your car. Yeah, dude, and then he literally flipped the car over. It is an infinite conversational glitch. Literally just when you will go. Literally, if you will just go today and do this on someone, you will 100%, I can guarantee you, this will work. Just repeat what they have said and they will naturally start speaking to you about that thing. Because we people are naturally drawn to people who care about us. Who care about us so deeply that they literally repeat the last words that we have said. And again, I'm gonna say to you once again, requires no effort, no deep thinking. You don't have to have some memorized deep questions. You are just following up on what they have just said. And it requires zero mental capacity. It requires almost zero effort. It makes them talk insanely long. You are staying mysterious because you are not talking about yourself. And then it builds rapport insanely fast. And now tell me, if there is one better social skill than this, and it is called mirroring. You are mirroring the last 3 words that they have just said. And you are saying it in a curious way. Oh, you have been in a very green forest. And naturally they will start talking more. So the next time that you will go into a conversation, maybe even today, just please remember this. And that is your call to action. Just try it. Just try this and ask in this curious tone. You have been in this green forest, huh? That will make them speak about that topic for hours. And just to prove to you myself even further, I once met this one guy. And I have never met this guy before. I just met him on a bus stop, frankly. And I have known him for maybe 30 minutes, nothing crazy. But then his bus went out. He just missed it. He just missed his bus. So now he was stuck with me. And I literally was with this guy for 8 hours. And now you might be like, wait, for 8 hours, that's a long time. Yeah. But for 8 hours, guess what I was using? The question mirroring. Mirroring of his words. And at the result, I had an 8-hour-long conversation with the guy. And if you can pull something like that off with just one social skill, wow, that is an incredibly powerful thing you can do. So once again, repeat the last 1 or 3 words they have said, and naturally they will start talking so deeply about that topic because now someone finally caught onto their bait, and now they can finally start speaking about what they actually care about. And by the way, if you want to become the most charismatic version of yourself and join a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their charisma and their social skills, then just click the first link in the description. This is my private community right here, and we are just on $9 per month. So if you want to join and get access to me as your charisma and communication skills expert, and once again, all the community members right here where we teach and learn social skills, then just click the first link in the description. I will see you right there. And if you want to make a first impression so good that they will literally remember you for years to come, then just click this video right here. Live a happy life, man!